Young and restless in mourning. Kane dies at 44, a heartbreaking farewell that shook Genoa City. The world of the young and the restless has never been short on tragedy, but this week delivered a blow that fans were not prepared for. In a shocking fictional storyline that has left Genoa City reeling, Kane Ashby has died at the age of 44. The news hit like a thunderclap, sending waves of grief through the characters, and through millions of loyal viewers who have grown up with him on their screens. For years, Kane was the embodiment of restless hope. Flawed, passionate, sometimes reckless, but always driven by love for his family, he represented the heart of the show's emotional core. His journey was never easy. From secrets and betrayals to redemption and sacrifice, Kane's life played out like a long, complicated love letter to the idea that people can change. And that's what makes his loss feel so unbearably real. Genoa City feels quieter now. The places Kane once filled with his presence, corporate offices, family homes, late-night confrontations, are suddenly haunted by absence. Characters speak his name in hushed tones, as if saying it too loudly might make the pain sharper. It's not just the loss of a man, it's the loss of unfinished conversations, unresolved dreams, and futures that will never be lived. The emotional epicenter of this tragedy is, of course, Lily. Their love story was messy, intense, and unforgettable. They fought hard for each other, tore each other apart, and somehow always found their way back. Now, Lily must face a world where Kane exists only in memory. The silence beside her is louder than any argument they ever had. Her grief is raw, aching, and painfully relatable, proof of how deeply this story has embedded itself in viewers' hearts. Their children, too, stand as living reminders of Kane's legacy. Through them, his spirit continues, his stubbornness, his kindness, his fierce loyalty. In scenes filled with tears and trembling voices, we're reminded that death doesn't just end a life, it reshapes the lives of everyone left behind. The show leans into this truth with devastating honesty, allowing space for sorrow instead of rushing toward closure. What makes Kane's death especially heartbreaking is how sudden it feels. Fans had no time to prepare, no slow goodbye to soften the blow. One moment he was there, arguing, loving, dreaming, and the next, he was gone. That shock mirrors real life, where loss rarely gives us a warning. It's a bold storytelling choice, and one that has clearly struck a nerve. Social media has been flooded with reactions. Longtime fans are sharing clips, photos, and memories, mourning not just a character but an era. Many grew up watching Kane evolve, and saying goodbye feels like closing a chapter of their own lives. Tears, broken heart emojis, and heartfelt messages tell a clear story: Kane mattered. This storyline also marks a turning point for the young and the restless. Kane's death will ripple through Genoa City for months, maybe years. Alliances will shift, secrets may surface, and grief will change people in unpredictable ways. In soap operas, death is never just an ending, it's a catalyst. And this one promises emotional consequences that will linger long after the funeral flowers fade. In the end, Kane Ashby's story reminds us why we watch the young and the restless in the first place. Not for perfection, but for passion. Not for certainty, but for connection. His fictional death at 44 is tragic, unfair, and deeply sad, but it also honors a character who lived fully, loved fiercely, and left an unforgettable mark. Rest in peace, Kane. Genoa City, and the fans, will never forget you.